Welcome back to another live feed on Shopman's YouTube channel. Let's get into it, man. The top 50 true greats MCs according to Kool. Been reading this book since yesterday. It's the book that he did over 20 years ago. Came out, I believe, in 2003, early 2000s. He did one on Big Pun, Latin lyrical king. Picture of Big Pun in the book. Let's get into it. Hey, yo. The murderous rap roll attack is actual fact. Technical tracks matched perfectly with graphical stats. After you lap the magical gap of tragical rap, it takes you back. The shackles last at you. That's the mathematical madness I'm on. The savage, the strong, the marriage and bond of having hit songs. This massacre's on, as if Picasso's laced you. This guy's just hateful. Skeletons locked in my closet for grace. Give me a late pass, and I gave Big Pun a posthumous apology. You gotta know how lyrical this MC was. I saw him live a couple times, and he didn't give me any indication of his lyrical level. A lot of today's MCs have 20 on stage with them, and 15 of them have mics. Many times this is done to hide some weakness to the MC's game. I'm exaggerating the numbers to make the point, but Pun did have some other kids on the mic backing him up. I thought this was because of his weight and breath control issue caused by it. The biggest mistake I made was not realizing that at a live show, most artists only have a limited time and can only do their popular songs and the hits. This combined with Fat Joe on not being there to sing the hook on his Big Six Still Not Player left me totally underwhelmed, so much so that I didn't pick up the LP a year and a half later. Pun passed away. I immediately called Mick Vinzo, gave him my condolences and found out about funeral arrangement. Later that day I went, picked up his LP, CDs, Capital Punishment, I Respect. As I listened to song after song, I was not only pleasantly surprised, I was absolutely blown away. From 1994 to 1999, I had not heard anyone outside Lauryn Hill who was as lyrical as Biggie. In 2000, thanks to Big Pun, I finally heard somebody who was. I cannot believe how he put his words together. He put words together like drummers doing drum rolls and patterns that sound like a trumpet player doing a horn run. Dead in the middle of Little Italy, little did we know that we riddled some middlemen who didn't do diddly. Trust me, that's one of many like it that you will have to hear in order to do it justice. Fat Joe had said on many occasions that Big Pun was the greatest lyricist of all time. That may be debatable, but if you ever really listen to Big Pun, you would know that Fat Joe is not crazy. There's so many lines of puns that I could quote, but that would turn into a book about pun. He made references to battling Jesus. He said that he had Jesus and the devil in the same chorus. Sort of a world that may be considered crossing the line. In the religious world, that may be called blasphemous. In world hip hop, that's one of the illest lines ever. I'm sure that, like Biggie and Tupac, if Big Pun was still here, he'd hear some incredible works. Based on the work he already done, he definitely one of the true 50 greatest MCs. Strength, rapid fire flow, he spits in tongue twisting titles and extremely lyrical. Weakness, live performance, the weight made it hard for him to live on stage. Still not a player. Favorite record, Capital Punishment, favorite LP. Originality 80. Fat Joe set the table, Pun came in and capitalized. Brought his own energy, brought his own flavor. He brought who he was into the equation. It wasn't anything brand new in terms of the brand itself, but he did contribute in different areas. So number 80 according to Kool by Big Pun. Concepts 80, like Joe Pun approached things differently. On the record they did together, you can hear that Pun approached the rhyme conceptually. At 75, versatility, he was almost like a lyricist that focused on being a lyricist more than making songs. Versatility has more to do with how many different things you bring into the arsenal. He was more lyrical than anything else. Therefore, he wasn't as versatile as he could because he focused on just being a lyricist. 90, vocabulary. If you just listen to his records, listen to some of the words he used, you'd be surprised sometimes you can lose them in the flow because he can triple up on the speed side. Crazy. You might not know where he's coming from or what he's saying. If you can pay attention and catch it, he uses vocabulary at a high level. 75 substance, the same automatic problem with all right the street is gutter is gully, but it's hard to give more points in this category. 90, flow. Pun will shift gears on you in a minute. At high speeds, then break it down. Back up to a higher speed, break it back down. 75, flair. Pun is straight at you. Since he's not really concerned with being colorful or flavorful. He's just bringing his style type of flavor. It's basically straight at you. Freestyle ability, 80. A lot of people don't know that Pun had a crazy sense of humor. He's too skilled out to not be able to freestyle. There are so many rhymes that he's written. The way he's written them, he could patchwork any of those rhymes together, and he will be crazy freestyle. 80, the vocal presence. As soon as it came on, you knew exactly who he was. It's very identifiable. 60, the live performance. This is the weakest part of his game to me. So wait, it just made it difficult for him to bring it off on the live side. But it valued 70 more rhymes or poetry. 80, better body work. Even though he had a very short run, the level of lyrical prowess that he brought on these records, how he put them together is not just incredible. One major hit was Did Not Play, but in this case, it's not just about the hit, it's about how much work he put in on the rest of his records. Positive, industry impact 70. The industry basically fronted. Don't know any knowledge MCs that break it down that way. He did make a little noise on Still Not Playable record. 80 for social impact. I don't think people understand that when it comes to things that are outside of norm, when they make an impression in hip hop, that impression is very significant. I think what Pun did was with Fat Joe, but even a little more as the time went on. So he put Latinos on the map, hip hop on a lyrical level where they were respected. 40, longevity, of course, with the tragic death, he was gone too soon. He was just getting started before he passed away. 100 for lyrics, he's one of my all-time lyricists because I love the way Pump put the lyrics down. He put so much work in the lyrics that he's one of the more lyrical MCs I've ever heard. 85 for balance because based on the lyrical prowess and the vocabulary, based on the challenges and way Brown's against, he could tell he already was a battle MC, just didn't have any proper battles. So he could have been slaying people in his neighborhood somewhere based on his style and what he was working with. You can see that he was a battle MC too. Total score 1,310, average score 77. Right, that's it for number 41. Thanks for those who tuning in. Finish talking about Big Pun from the top 50 true great MCs from Kumo D, a book that he wrote over 20 years ago. You have him at number 41. Come back with number 40 at 4 o'clock. Until then, talk to you soon.